Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to our poetry showcase. I am Angela Thomas Smith, the founder of AALAC, which is the African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign. I am also the CEO of Aspiring Authors Magazine, where my desire is to bridge the gap between brown authors all over this world and to touch on topics that's affecting our brown community. Today, we're going to be showcasing four amazing poets because it is a National Poetry Month. So, what does the word poetry mean? So, I Googled it. Yeah, I Googled it, y'all. I wanted the simple term. The simple term is literature that invokes a concentrated imagination or awareness of an expression or experience or a specific emotion response through language chosen and arranged for its meaning, sound, or rhythm. And that was the simple definition that Google gave for the word poetry. So today we're going to put our poets through the test, and we're going to see if they invoke our imagination with their words. I enjoy poetry. I love poets because I think it gives us an opportunity to share our voice and to utilize our power. So today we're going to be giving these four amazing poets the opportunity to express their voice and to share their words. So today I have my namesake. Her name is Angela. I'm not going to mess up her middle name. I'm going to allow her to say that name. But Miss Banks, I'm going to bring her up. Miss Angela Banks. Let me see if it'll let me bring her up. Yeah, we may be having some technical difficulties. Y'all know when we go live what always happens. So we just going to press through this and see what's going on. See if it'll let me bring her up. Facebook real funny. I don't know what they got going on today. Let me see if it'll let me bring up anybody. It's not letting me bring up anybody right now. So hold on. I don't know what's going on, y'all. But let me okay, it brought her up on my screen. I see her on the screen.
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Is it working?
I guess. I see you on the screen and I hear you.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on. It's like I don't know what's going on. This computer is like really acting up. But hey, you're on the screen and I want you to share with those that are tuning in and those that will hear the replay, just a little bit about yourself. And then, of course, I want you to go into your two pieces because tonight we're going to be sharing two pieces each. The four poets that's going to be showcased tonight, they're going to have an opportunity to share a little bit about themselves in two pieces. So I'm going to move out the way and I'm going to allow you to share a little bit about yourself and then you can go into your pieces.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Did it move me? It's
No.
not moving me. Oh my God. It's the computer is
All right. Oh, came back.
it's doing what it want to do. But that's not gonna stop what we're here to do. And that's to allow you to share who you are and your pieces.
Yes. All right. Well, hello. My name is Angela Quijada Banks, and I'm based in San Diego. And a little bit about me. So last year, I was really struggling, as many of us have been, with, mental health and a lot of different things going on because of not only the global health pandemic, but there was a white supremacy racial pandemic that, if we're being honest, has been going on for a few hundred years, actually, not just 2020, and also carrying over to 2021. So with a heavy heart of not only the two pandemics that were going on, but also recognizing a lot of marginalized groups, including those that have experienced poverty, currently in poverty, domestic violence, the foster care system, and any poverty-stricken communities. I was thinking about that specifically, and not just thinking about it, crying, hurting, angry. And so through that energy, I decided to do something about it. Not just be sad about it, be angry about it, other things, but do something about it. In my past, I come from a lot of political work with legislators and helping legislators pass legislation. So I actually decided to start two businesses and write a book. And so the first business is Soulful Liberation. I'm the founder of Soulful Liberation and an author coach. It started off as a podcast to empower foster youth and help, I would say, legacy builders break generational curses. And that has grown into a publishing company to support aspiring authors to become self-published authors. And that all came from my own journey of going the self-publishing route, even though I wanted to not go the self-publishing route. The way everything worked out was that I ended up self-publishing my first book called The Black Foster Youth Handbook, 50 plus lessons I learned to successfully age out of foster care and holistically heal. And that book actually ended up being announced February 2021 as the NAACP Image Award nominated work. Really huge things when you decide to really focus in and stop playing about your purpose. And so through that, I created last year and launched in November 2020, Consciously Melanated Queens, which is a community to help Black, Indigenous, and women of color to holistically heal, as well as uncover their divine purpose so they can live more fulfilling lives in luxury. So that's a little bit about me. And through all that energy, I love to write. I love to write and perform spoken word. So the first piece that I have is called In the Name of a Dollar. And it's really about the capitalism in this country, dating back all the way to the enslavement of generations of people, all in the name of profit, and how important our voices are needed even now. You know, we keep on thinking that history is so far away, but our voices and our stories are still needed now to create change and create lasting change. You know, because these systems are continuing from the foundations of white supremacy, what I call deadly ignorance, because ignorance is not bliss when it's killing people, as well as the misconceptions of gender identity. And even after 400 plus years, we, as in people of color, Black people, have still not received one true apology for what has happened and what has continued to happen. So, without further ado, my first poem is In the Name of a Dollar. Smile, my pretty little girl. Although you hurt, keep your mind on the prize and your mission on the world. Trauma creeps from one generation to the next, sometimes as night terrors, others within the deep yearning for a quick reply to your text. There are times where you question if the new person you meet will be long-term. Will they stay? And the restless pain that nags you through open moments of thought. Will this ever go away? Hush, my strong little boy, although you hurt, keep your mind on the price and your mission on the world. And so you do. You stay quiet as years go on, all in the name of $1. Emotion may make you seem, less professional. Continuations of muted passion persist as floods of rage and waves of a throbbing, bleeding heart never desist. All your life you're told if you scoot over for others, keep your head down, quiet your cries, and stop asking all the whys. That if you did all of this, you'd be safe. And yet, from the moment that word, safe, was uttered, you wondered what that meant. Did it mean not worrying about your sibling, someone that looks like you being murdered mercilessly, or how to pay next month's rent? Did it mean not looking over your shoulder after years living in a sketchy neighborhood and surrounded by people whom, although are your same age or older, never experienced love, and now repelled it and replaced it with drugs that made them do irreversible acts? Safe sounded like a foreign concept, an alien ideal, coupled with the injustice overtly displayed by the world for generations and even to this very day. A time where people who looked like me were sold off, and no one really cared if you scream or holler, if mothers lose their husbands and children lose their father. I guess none of that mattered in the name of $1. I mean, was the word safe even real? Did anyone care that the unbearable pain and floods of rage were on the brink of drowning you day after day? That you've been in a perpetual state of grasping for air and flailing your arms to get anyone's attention, for someone to care. But no one did come. Am I crazy? Perhaps, as you've now grown accustomed to embodying an unearthly poise to not disturb the matrix, until one day the world finally shouts out, loud and proud, that Black lives matter. Although met with how and but as a counter, you take a deep breath. You're not alone. There are people who remember the value of your throne. Perhaps you can now take a step out of your comfort zone to acknowledge the bleeding of your heart, to address the real reasons your family is broken apart. Beloved, reclaim your power and fix your crown. It's time to step in the light to share your story, the one of the oppressed and the effects of centuries of ignoring. Why do the oppressors get all the glory? Especially the narratives told about the acclaimed white picket fence acquired from the backs of those whose pillage was, in short, gruesome and gory. We must understand the significance of our colorful unity. This is our land, our planet, together in diversified, equitable community. If that's truly what we strive for, it's what many before us even died for. For I am, you are, and we are the revolution. Which leads me to one question, just one question from scholar to scholar. What all are you willing to commit to for justice, equity, harmony, and love in the name of $1? So that was kind of a long one, but that was in the name of $1. My second one is a lot shorter, and it's coming from my book, The Black Foster Youth Handbook. It's right in the beginning, right after the intro, and it is called Still Here. Still here. Let us never forget our roots, nor who we have become. Our origin is of stardust, and revolution is our legacy. United through bloodlines of royalty, I must profess, for our people will always rise, seeking progress. Nothing can hush our pride or slow the stamina of our stride. Our heritage flows with gold and honey from lands of wealth in jewels and money. Oh, how we have endured the trials of our past, yet when all else has diminished, this resilience will last. For it is written in the cosmos eons beyond us that we are divine and without fear, and above all, we are still here. Thank you so much, Angela, for having me on here, and really looking forward to hearing the rest of the poets. Oh no, I think you're muted. Oh, I think you muted and then you
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Y'all see me, hear me?
Yep.
We are having some extreme technical difficulties, but I'm trying to work. Now I know y'all been seeing me live all day, and I ain't had no problems. And now, just wanted to bear a second, y'all.
It's all right.
Ashley, prepare because you are going next. If you can hear me, you need to get stationary, please, ma'am.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Ashley. Can you introduce yourself and then share your piece?
Okay, my name is Ashley. Yeah, I'm about to. Okay. My name is Ashley B. Writing, but my whole name is Ashley Hudson, but I go by A.O. So, but when I'm an author, I go by Ashley B. Writing. Okay, and I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I've been writing for since middle school, and I am up to 4 books, and I have a 5th one that will be out in June. That's called Sexual Appetite. And I love poetry. And matter of fact, I got 2 poetry books already out. So this one is called Good with God. That's what this one called. So, Good with God. My God, our God. We serve him each and every day. Everything don't go my way. Keep God first, no matter how things go. I know God is with me, and he will never leave me. God knows my heart, and he judges the heart. My heart is good, gold, good with God. That's what I am whole in my heart. People walk around like they know God, but they don't put on a show. God knows I am good with God. God knows my heart. So that's the first poem called Good with God. Okay, the second one is called Four Walls. And Four Walls is I wanted to write a play about it, but I just end up writing out a poem. So this poem is called Four Walls. Four Walls. I feel like I am cornered, trapped within, screaming to get out, hoping somebody will have the heart to help me. Four walls goes deep in my soul. I wonder at times, do anybody care? Or will they help to see me stuck in my mess, looking for a way out? I know the way, which is to pray. Sometimes you feel that is the only way. The four walls will destroy you if you don't pray. Okay, that's called Four Walls.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Can
I
you
can
hear me,
hear you.
Ashley?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to apologize to everyone. There have been some technical difficulties, but we're gonna press. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Y'all know this happens all the time, but we're gonna press. Ashley, I'm gonna ask you to please go somewhere quiet because we want people to hear you. After the poets share, we're gonna give everybody an opportunity to share how people can reach out to you. So you need to be in a quiet area, ma'am, if you can. Thank you. So again, y'all, I want to apologize. Things happen, but y'all know me. We press. I want to welcome the other poetess that is on the showcase for tonight. We have author Sparkle, and we have poet Debbie Smith with us tonight. I want to welcome them. I'm going to bring them up individually to give them each an opportunity to share with you who they are, a little bit about them, and then they're going to be able to share their two pieces. And then we're going to go back and we're going to allow each poet an opportunity to share how you can reach out to them, how you can follow them, and especially if they have books, how you can reach out and purchase their books, because I want you guys to be able to support them. This is April National Poetry Month. So I definitely want you guys to support them on tonight. So if you would, please share this broadcast as well. So I'm going to see if I can bring up the other poets. I'm going to bring up Miss Deb Smith and allow her to share.
Author. And I've been writing since I was a little girl, and my mother would write poetry and take me around to her women's groups as she did her spoken word. I am a mother of 3 sons and a wife of more than 20 years, preacher's daughter, and I finally found my voice. Poetry allows me to express myself. I feel like poetry is a snapshot of a moment. A lyrical journal recording the emotions and the feelings that I observe. It's very cathartic for me. So I just allow myself to express and the words bubble over. I have 2 books out myself. My poetry book is called Sing the Verses from My Head. It was the most appropriate way to express what I was doing in this poetry book, was just expressing myself. A lot of my poetry is the expression of what I've felt in my life, what I've experienced. And, you have your ups and your downs, and you just put those into words and it's freeing. So I wanted to share 2 poems. My first poem I'm going to share is called The Rug. It's from my book. I am a rug with footprints on my back, Mud trampled into my matted hair, soggy eyes, my face mashed, my tailbone stomped in, cracked, trampled ribs, deflated spirit, granulated confidence, an old thing kicked into a corner, still holding on to a few wheezing breaths of life, told it will get better, but how? I thought I was a warm-blooded, voluptuous, vibrant, vivacious, voracious woman. I bat my eyes, I flipped my hair over my shoulders, I smiled with my teeth and my lips and my eyes. I strutted in heels and socks and bare feet. My hips felt good swaying to their own rhythm. My laugh trilled into a bell. My voice sang my self-assurance because I was loved. I had found it. I had found me and wrapped me like a present. It covered me with the warmth of a receiving blanket tucked in tight on the corners. It gave me swagger. I bragged about its valor, its everlasting care of me. But then the ceiling caved, the bottom fell out, my alternate reality disintegrated. What I thought was real wasn't real at all. I wasn't loved. How could I be? My worship of you wasn't your worship of me. The scales fell from my eyes. I could finally see. Had I known deep in my bones, did I suspect that I was not your Mary or Isis or Nefertiti or Ra or Earth or universe with rotating planets, galaxies, and suns? You were that to me. I arose and set for you. I took in air to breathe for you. I walked, talked, worked, hustled, made a life in hearth and home for you. And I was your rug. I'm in a corner. I'm crusty, snot smeared from tears I can't stop. And I don't know what to do because I thought I was your woman. But that title belongs to many others. And I was your rug. That's my first poem. It was a moment. You go through life and you experience things. The second poem I want to share with you is called Where Does the Truth Lie? Because we all have our truth, and what our truth is may not necessarily be everyone's truth, but it's the thing that helps us get through the day, and that's okay. Where does the truth lie? In the absence of truth, we tend to glorify our memories, the memorized moments formulated into false realities that live only with the expanse of our lofty minds. It didn't really happen like that, but within our truth, we have made it so. We glorify people who never did exist. We create our own interpretation of the events long after the events because this turn of events makes us happy. It makes us our hero. It makes the nasty, the putrid, and the painful things and renders them, it takes them and renders them memorized past of an existence in La La Land, a heaven of our own minds spun with a surreal artist twist into a place that never did exist. My mind says it happened this way, and as I overthink and replay the film, viewing in my head, I cut and cut. To the editing floor go the splices and dices that have made me into this picker of daisies in a field, skipping along through a sick reality that I was forced to live through that I chose not to remember anymore. No, you can't make me open that door, that Pandora's box. See, I have blocked it out of my cerebral cortex. These manifestations of my own imagination are I apologize. And you can't tell me no. They are mine because I said so. I'm living with truth, no matter how false it seems to you. This is my survival technique, and I am still living. That's my truth. I was glad to share these poems with you today.
Internet, Facebook don't want me to be great tonight. It's always giving me problems, but I thank you. Those were amazing. We're gonna move to our next poets, and then we're gonna have time for each one to share another piece as we go through and allow them to share how you can reach out to them. So I'm gonna bring up Arthur Sparkle. Hi, beautiful. This internet is acting really crazy. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but you are muted. We can't hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you now.
So, hi, everyone. I'm Sparker Riley from Rosedale, Maryland. I'm happy to be here on this platform with all these talented poets. I'm a very new poet myself. And the reason I started writing poetry is because I like to keep a journal. I keep all my thoughts and feelings here. I was like, why not try it? And here's the book here. I'll show you the book. And again, this is my first poetry book, and I have a little piece I like to share. It's entitled Do Me. I've been doing me for a minute and loving it, setting high bars and keeping it lit. Peel off that self love is spiritual, serene, and magical. Peel off the layers and you are tangible. I might add up to be a number 8. That won't stop me. I even try to figure skate. Enjoying life is what it's all meant to be. I think I'm going to try to get the guitar next. I might even do a random video text. I have so many hobbies that I put off. I wish the best for the people I ran off. I want to write a play, maybe even ride a bull. Life is too precious and short to live life too dull. Riding a motorcycle has always been my thing. I'm going to do that in my Harley Davidson bling. At the end of the day, you have to do you. Enjoy the seasons in the skies, F gray or F blue. You can be happy with the bay or solo. Choose the right route that makes you happy, though. I'm always open for new things to do and see. Right now, I'm focused on just doing me. And again, this is a very short read that I have here. It's composed of 22 short poems, very personal, very private. It's just basically everything that's going on, from relationships to dating and just finding your inner self. And again, this is my first book. I plan on writing something a little later as well.
I don't know. Could you hear me? I said you can share another piece if you like. Everyone was able to share 2 pieces.
Okay.
You are the last poet to present, and then we're gonna come back and let everybody share just a little bit how individuals can follow them, how they can purchase their books, and then we're gonna let everybody share another piece to close us out. So if you want to share your second piece, you can go ahead and do that.
Well, no, I just prepared that one piece.
Just the one piece,
Yeah.
okay. Well, while we're allowing everyone to share how they can be followed and contact, would you like to get another piece together to share at the end?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to bring back up Miss Angela. I'm going to bring everybody up for a second. And y'all, I'm going to keep myself muted because I think my video is causing some distraction in the internet. So I don't want that. I'm going to try to bring everybody else up. And I'm going to stay muted. My audio muted. So I have, Ashley, can you get stationary, please, ma'am? We don't want you distracting the audience for the other poets
Okay.
as they are
You get
sharing.
now. Just over there quiet. Okay.
And can you mute yourself, ma'am? Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're gonna let Angela share how individuals can follow her on her platform.
All right. Hello, and also shout out to all the authors, Deb, Ashley, Sparkle. That was amazing. Wow. Just thank you for sharing those pieces as well. I'm excited that I was a part of it. So where you can find me is on Twitter or Instagram at Mrs._Angela Banks. And you can get the book, the Black Foster Youth Handbook, on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble, Black Foster Care Youth Handbook.com. And you can check out Soulful Liberation if you're interested in becoming a self-published author at soulfulliberation.com. And you also find the podcast there, and Consciously Melanated Queens on all platforms, and consciouslymelanatedqueens.com. Thank you.
Thank you. And I got a little distracted with all of this internet stuff. I know I posed the question to you guys. Why did you choose poetry as your outlet of expression? Because I'm not really a poet, but I love to share words, because words is my way of expressing and allowing me to use my voice and my power. And God uses he uses words with me, and not in the form of so much as poetry, but I've gotten some compliments. People told me that I should try poetry, but he deals with me with words. And those that have been following me, y'all know power has been my word for a while, and I'm going to share that word really, really quick. The P stands for position, the O stands for overcome, the W stands for willing, the E stands for empowerment, and the R stands for resilience. And I truly believe that he placed us here with purpose to walk in our power, and that power is on the inside of us so that we can empower others. And if we position ourselves, we will overcome anything that comes at us. And I thank y'all for being a willing vessel to come on here tonight and to share, to empower others, because I know it wasn't easy, and I hear the different journeys through your words, and you all are showing resilience tonight. So I thank you guys for being examples of the word power. And before I shared the simple definition of poetry as defined by Google, and it was basically saying that it's just an expression, and I'm gonna go back. It was an expression, a way of expressing ourselves through, I guess you would say, our senses, because it talked about feeling, smell, touch. So through and your version, not nobody else's version. So I'm so glad that poetry allows us to be free and allows us to be able to share how we want to share. And right now, I think poetry is really making a comeback, because a lot of people had gotten away from poetry. Mm-hmm. And over the last 5 or 6 years, me personally, I've seen a lot more poetry books on the rise, and I've seen a lot more poetry events. I've even seen a lot more poetry groups forming here on Facebook. So poetry is making a comeback, and I'm honored that you guys would stop by tonight and to share. But we're going to keep it pushing. Again, thank you, Angela. Ashley, are you prepared to share how individuals can follow you? And If you have another piece, you can share your other piece. And I want everybody to be thinking about why you chose poetry as your way of expression, because we got time. This don't end until 8 o'clock, and it's just 6:40. And I want you guys to have this opportunity. Normally, I would end it whenever we finish, but tonight I just feel led to allow you guys to share, and I just want to be that vessel tonight. So, Ashley, share how people can follow you, how they
Okay.
purchase your book or your poetry, how, and
Okay.
if you have
Well.
another piece.
Okay. Well, you can follow me on Instagram, AO the Artist 46. You can follow me with you get my email, AshleyHudson1677 at gmail.com. And on Facebook as Ashley Hudson. And here go my book right here. And the title of it called Where Loyalty Lies. That's my fourth book, and my fifth book will be out June 7th. And that's called Sexual Appetite.
Do you
And
have a final piece?
oh yes, I have poetry for days. Let me see, I do one. So Sentimental Man. So look, this one called A Sentimental Man, saying as me being a stud and my thoughts of being masculine. Okay, so the thought of you, the thought of seeing you every day, or cooking you breakfast, having you laying in my arms while I hold you and telling you your thoughts and fears. I say everything is all right, I am here, and I hold you tight. The way I can look at you while you sitting in my car, and I say to myself, how beautiful you are. I can smell perfume on you, and it remind me of my favorite fruit. Just knowing you can open up to me and I'm there for you. Imagine you being in my heart. So that one called Sentimental Man. And I did that by me being a stud. And I am, I'm a woman, but I'm masculine. So that's why I did that. You know, I was putting myself in the shoes.
Amen. Amen. Thank you for sharing your piece. Everybody know my feelings. Ashley knows my feelings. Me and Ashley, we actually personally know each other. I am a Christian by faith. I believe in the Bible, but I have no hell or no heaven to put anyone in. Um, Ashley is actually one of my mentors. I mean, she's one of my mentees. I kind of help mentor her. And she's an amazing person. So I thank her for coming on tonight and sharing her pieces and sharing her voice, and representing for her community. We're gonna move to author Sparkle. If you would share how individuals can purchase your book, how they can follow you, and if you have a final piece, you can share that final piece. You are muted.
Okay, everyone. So you can find me on Facebook. I'm author Latrice Sparkle Riley. I'm also on Instagram as Sparkle Lilac. All of my books are at Amazon.com. If anyone is interested in reading any of these, they would be free tomorrow. I have about 3 books, and I hope you find something that interests you. And again, a little bit more about Sparkle Valentine poetry book. It's a collection of 22 short poems about my feelings and things that I keep in my journal.
And did you want to share a final piece?
Well, I didn't have one prepared, but yeah, I just wanted to offer the book free to everyone tomorrow. It'll be free at Amazon.com.
Okay. So I also want you guys after this broadcast, if you would share your links, how people can follow you on Facebook, in the comment section, I would appreciate that if you would do that. Miss Deb, if you would please share how we can follow you. Do you have any books out?
Yes, ma'am. I have, well, first of all, I'll say you can follow me. My Instagram handle is the Book of Deborah. real easy. I don't do too much in Facebook. I stay in Instagram. I am published. I have 2 books. This one, Sing the Verses Out My Head, which is my poetry book. And I actually write novels as well. Connected by Destiny is my, getting camera view, is my novel. And so both of them are available on Amazon.com. And I'm also under the Writer's Block Publishing LLC name. So any of my books can also be found on that website as well.
And are you prepared to share another piece?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, one sec here. I would like to share my third one. It's called For the Love of Music. And it was just really inspired by love and music. And I love jazz and kind of obsessed by, back in the day, I love seeing those old Teenie Harris photos of Pittsburgh and our beautiful Black people. So I just kind of wrote something about it. For the love of music. True love is like a song, with each beat of a full heart, the drums calling the souls back to the obsidian-rich soil, bursting with diamonds glistening like fresh water, gold sparkling like the sun of a woman's smile, her opulent oil secreted down within her deepest places. True love is like home. Love is like Africa. Love is like our motherland. Love is like our mothers, warm, nurturing hands to swaddle us, full breaths to give us life. True love is like music, with lips that caress every so softly, and spring forth the memory of the first time lips ever touched your skin and ignited your soul, its sweetness quenching the scorched fires within. True love is like a river, with crystalline waters that carry you to the oasis of peace, a reservoir in the desert of life. True love is like a song, the melody of 2 people dancing closer than one person dancing alone on a dance floor, if that dance floor was on a musical note. And the chorus was a mantra, and every lyric a meditation. True love is music itself, music being the ultimate God-created expression of love. It is humming, it's scatting, it is jazz, it's blues. It is the song that never needs sung because we already sing it each time our bodies collide into each other and make beautiful music. Music is a love song. It needs no words, no verse. It just needs you and me and the instinctive tribal beat of our hearts. Wow. Thank you for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Can you hear my snaps? Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I tell you, you guys have presented some amazing pieces. I thank you for coming on and sharing. I love sharing across my platform. So I want to take this opportunity to give you guys an opportunity to share a little bit more about you with the audience. So I want you to share with them, because this is National Poetry Month. Why did you choose poetry as an outlet of expression? And I want to start with Miss Sparkle.
Okay, so for me, I'm an urban short fiction writer. I've been writing for about 1.5 years. And I've always kept a journal. I've been keeping a journal ever since I was a child. And the idea for this book came around Valentine's Day. That's when I actually wrote it. And I sat down in my journal. I had all of these ideas, and I just came up with a book. But I'm very happy to start this journey. I look forward to seeing what it brings me in the future. You never know. But, the spoken word is very powerful. I've had a chance to meet a lot of poets, and it's just phenomenal. It's a great form of expression.
It is. It is. I tell you, it's nothing like being able to put your words and allow people to put emotion to it and feel it. It's nothing like it. And being able to express and people being able to connect and put their self in that, because we don't know what people go through, and words can just comfort them. Because I tell you, I was going through some things on yesterday. April the 13th is not a good day for me. um, 30 years ago, and it's been 30 years, y'all. 30 years ago, 5 a.m., I lost my mom.
Oh,
I was 16 years old. I had just turned 16. And it was 12 days after my 16th birthday. I lost my mom. And that day is really hard for me. And I tell you, it's nothing like words. And one of my play sons inboxed me a poem, and it just made my day. It made my day. So it's nothing like words to bring comfort and to express how you feel. Because he was able to express his feelings and I was able to receive. I tell you, it touched my heart and I was blessed on yesterday. I'm blessed on tonight because you guys, Angela, she does work with foster care. That's something that I'm passionate about as well. I have some individuals that support my platform as well that is passionate about foster care, but I could have been one of those kids because I lost my mom 12 days after my 16th birthday. My dad wasn't really active in my life because he had his own issues, and I could have been one of those kids. So I thank you for your work. I thank you for what you're doing. Thank you.
yes.
But everybody, you guys are walking in purpose. You are sharing bits and pieces of you. You're sharing your journey and allowing people to see what you've been through. And I thank you for that. If there's anybody on here tonight that want to share another piece, just raise your hand and I'm gonna let you share because I'm allowing this to be your platform tonight. We're currently in the 24-hour takeover here on AALAC, the African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign, the home of the original Chasing Your Dream book tour and literary expo. We do a 24-hour takeover every year. We allow individuals to come over and take over our platform. So this is what we've been doing all month. I started it off because I'm an author too. I have 20 books out. I like to share. And this journey has not been easy. And I want people to be able to know that they can come out of whatever they're in, that they didn't just get dropped out of the sky, that there's a purpose for them being. So I'll get to talking. I don't want to do that because we got almost an hour. And that is an hour that these individuals that are following this platform can get to know you guys. So I want to take that opportunity to allow you to share. If you guys are not prepared or do not want to share, I will honor you and we can end this. But I want to give you the opportunity. If you want to share words of encouragement, whatever you want to share, I'm for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to open the floor for you four. This is your platform. And I want you guys to bless those that are following us on tonight. So, Miss Angela, I don't know why I'm drawn to you, but I'm just drawn to you for some reason. I want you to share. I want you to share something.
The answer to the
Yeah,
question.
what does poetry mean to you? And why did you choose poetry as an outlet of expression?
Yeah. A lot to say there, but originally I started writing poetry when I was like, and drawing when I was like 6 or 7, and my connection to words was like really crazy. As I also did a lot of spelling bees, so that was kind of my first, I would say, introduction to like words and just loving using different types of words and um, kind of flavoring up my conversations with different types of words and things like that. So that was 6 or 7. And then eventually I started recognizing life around me more. There was a lot going on. I was experiencing homelessness with my family. And I mean, this is, 7, 8, 9. A lot of moving around from California, North Carolina, Washington State, Tennessee, Georgia, everywhere pretty much. I had moved over 20 times by the time I went to high school. And I kept writing, even though those pieces of poetry got lost during those times. I just kept writing. And I also, during that time, I would say when I was 15, going to 16, I became mute. So for 6 to 8 months, I didn't use my voice. So writing was my only way of even communicating with people. And yet again, I was a new kid. So that was hard because a lot of people wanted to know who I was. And I was on the East Coast and people had found out I was from California. So everyone was like, who is this girl from California? And with all these siblings, because I had 6, well, I had 5 siblings. I've learned now that I have so many more siblings on my biological father's side. So that's been a whole journey. But I would say during my entire life, from different types of trauma, poverty, and then getting into foster care, I just been writing about it. And just really also, I would say, to help myself believe what was going on. Like some things, sometimes when it happens to you, you just can't believe it was you that it happened to. Like, did that really happen to me? Like, like that was me. Okay. Yeah, it was a lot. So I ended up getting my voice back eventually. And when I turned 19, I was invited in North Carolina to a Raleigh spoken word event. And for the first time, I shared my poetry with, I think it was a group of 60 or 70 people. And my voice was cracking. I felt like I was going to cry. I started getting really hot. And I was just like, whew, I need to calm down. It was before I even said anything. It just like hit me. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And so I was trying to like talk, but my voice was just like not doing it. But I still pushed through and I said my whole poem. And my poem was called A Life in Silence. It's actually in my book. I did include that one. But it was really difficult to get it out because it was about different pieces of my journey in life. And to actually say it out loud made it real. But after that event and so many people coming up to me and talking to me, even though, you know, I was afraid, even though I was like, oh my gosh, people are going to judge me. And I kind of wrote it in a third person kind of way. So that way it wasn't necessarily like, this is me, I'm talking about my life. But you could put 2 and 2 together, you know. So it really touched me, and it really, it gave me a sense of understanding of why, like, I went through what I went through. And it kind of opened a door for like a different level of myself, a different level of my purpose, and a different level of what I believed that I could achieve as far as impact in the world, and not just within myself or with my family, but globally. So, that's why I really started continuing to write and also to share, because a lot of times you think you're the only one that has gone through a lot of just horrific, crazy things.
Yes.
But then
that keeps a lot of us silent because we feel like we're that only person that's going through that. I thank you for being a voice for many that want to speak and are not speaking. So thank you so much for stopping by tonight and sharing. Do you have another piece that you would like to share?
I do not.
Okay.
Saying some poetry, as all of the poets here know, can be very exhausting, especially if it's like, you know, very emotionally charged poetry, which all of my poetry is. So I do not. But thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Deb, Do you have another piece that you would like to share after you share what does that word poetry mean to you and why you chose poetry to be your expression, way of expression?
Okay, I do. I chose poetry. Actually, I don't want to say I chose poetry. Poetry chose me. I was this little kid. My mother wrote poetry, and she would take my sister and I around to her spoken word. She was a member of a local group, and she took us around, and everyone used to, get a kick out of these two little girls going around with their mother. But my mother really inspired me. I'd sometimes talk about her journey, but she had a journey of her own that was really inspiring. So to see her and that she was able to get up and express in so many words what was going on in her life, it was freedom to her. And so that's where I learned how to write poetry for me. And I think I wrote poetry for the years, but was always afraid. There was so many excuses. Some of the watchers and my fellow poets may also, think about that, how we want to do it. It's in us. We write it for ourselves, but we're afraid to be judged. And, we give ourselves so many excuses. And once I finally just said, who cares? I was able to share, my experiences and my poetry and my life. Some people that I know of before I published said, well, if I published, I wouldn't use my name. I'd use a pen name. What for? I want you to know that this is me. I want to finally have a voice and to finally express that this is what has gone on in my existence. And it's freeing to me to experience it, to say it, to talk about it. And it is my journal. Just like, I think it was Ashley who said, it is my journal. I just come out and say what I need to say. It helps me get it out of my system. Many a times have I sat down with my pen and my paper with tears. And then other times I'm so joyful that I just have to write it. I've written about the good times and the bad times and everything in between. So that's my reason for writing. My poetry is like a document of a moment, like a journaling in so many words. And it's just freeing. It's cathartic. So I wanted to share one more poem. This one actually is a short one, again, from my book, Sing the Verses Out My Head. And this one is called A Song for Today. Just really encouraging. I was moving on from one situation and going on to another, and I just wrote a poem to document it. So maybe others will relate to it. A song for today. An end of an era, a closing of doors, preparation for new journeys, bittersweet, nervous joy. As the past opens its arms, I'm free. The sky is vast and blue. Shyly, I spread my wings, little brown birds soaring into possibility.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
So I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Of course, y'all know I don't like to prolong it. Everybody is shared. No one has any more pieces that they would like to share. Any inspirational piece, anything inspirational that y'all would like to leave as we go out the door. If y'all would like to share something inspirational, I'll let you share inspirational thought, and then you can drop your links again, and then we can exit. Um, and I'll ask everyone to join us again tomorrow as we will be showcasing our male poets. We have 5 amazing male poets that's going to stop by and share just like these amazing women on tonight. So Queens, if you want to share again how they can reach out to you, and if you want to drop something inspirational, it can be a word, 2 words, 3 words, whatever. And I want to start with Miss Debbie.
You can reach me again. My Instagram handle is the Book of Deborah. You can email me at thebookofdeborah@gmail.com. My books again are both on Amazon, and I'm always posting on things on Instagram as well, sharing my poetry, inspirational thought. You know what? Don't be afraid. Take steps. If you feel like you want to write, you feel like you want to express, you feel like poetry is in your blood, just do it. We're all out here waiting to read your work and enjoy it. And thank you for listening to mine. I appreciate it.
And thank you for stopping by. You have an amazing night.
Thank you.
Miss Sparkle, you up next.
Okay, so before I leave again, Angela, thanks for having me here. And thank you, ladies. This has been a fabulous evening. And again, you can find me on Facebook, author Latrice Sparkle Riley. I'm also on Instagram as Sparkle Lilac. And I'm also on Amazon.com, Sparkle Riley, for my author page. So stop by tomorrow and pick up some free books. And I'll see you around.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. You have a great night.
Welcome, you too.
Ashley, you're up.
Okay, I want to say thanks for everyone, and enjoy your piece. And you can look me up on my email, ashleyhudson1677@gmail.com. My Facebook is Ashley Hudson, and my Instagram is AO the Artist 406. And I just want to tell people that I know things be rough, and we all go through things and we all face, but all this is a test. And God will not put more on you than you can bear. And He'll never leave you nor forsake you.
And I want to thank you for stopping by. And you have a great night. Bless
and
you.
I appreciate it. And I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Miss Angela, you're up next.
Yes, thank you again, Angela, Angela, and all the amazing authors. Again, you can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Mrs._Angela Banks. And my message that I want to share today is that it sounded like each and every one of these poets and authors are all coming from something that they may at one point didn't believe they could get through. And they did, and we did. And if you are listening to this now, then you're also in that journey. And so I just really want to speak healing to you. Continue to be on the journey of healing, because it's not just going to affect you, it's going to affect your lineage and the people that you interact. We all come across people where we're just like, why do they have this attitude, or why are they acting like this? And it can make, you feel some type of way from another person. So you don't want to be that other person. You want to, even though it may be difficult to see, what do I need to heal? How can I be a better person today, not just for myself, but, for my kids, for my lineage, for my community? And what is one way that I can really, truly make an impact in the world? And with that, thank you again. And I hope to see you all soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I tell you, you have truly been a blessing to us on tonight. I wish you much success on all that you do. And if there's anything that I can do to support you on your journey, please feel free to reach out to Aspiring Authors Magazine or Aalac-The. We're always here to support. I think you are amazing, and I think you have an amazing platform. Be blessed, and thank you for stopping by.
Thank you. You too.
So I want to thank everybody that stopped by tonight. I'm going to see if it'll allow me to come back up, because I removed my it was a bad feed. It was just bad. The feed was bad. So I removed myself. I removed my camera. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in on tonight. I tell you, I have truly been blessed by these amazing women. These poets, these authors, these motivational speakers. These women have journeys that they've journeyed, and they're still on this journey, but they are transparent. They're sharing their journey so that you can be healed. I want you to support them. I want you to purchase their books. I want you to follow their platforms. So please look in the comment section. You can go over to the blog. I have the information posted on the blog. You can follow our blog. You can follow them. But I want you to stay connected to these women because they have some powerful message that could help you. One nugget may help you in that point of your life where you may think that you can't come out of where you are. That hope that you're looking for, you may can find it. So I want you to be encouraged on tonight. I want to thank you for stopping by the platform and for all those that support us on a constant basis. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Until tomorrow, same place, same time. But we will be showcasing our males on tomorrow. We're still celebrating National Poetry Month and the 24-hour takeover here at AALAC, the original Chasing Your Dream Book Tour, Literary Expo. I thank you for all that you do. Y'all have a blessed evening.